Hey y'all, come on in the room. We getting ready to get started. Just give me a few seconds to get everything set up here. 25 days of Craftzmas. I'm so excited. 25 days of Craftzmas. It is finally here. Where did I just do? With my phone. Oh, there it goes. All right, let me add my little chocolate self to the stream here, y'all. How is everyone? We are live from the DIY Crafting Network page, the Gucci Crafts Facebook page, and also the Gucci Crafts YouTube channel. So we are out there. I am so excited, y'all. I'm super juiced. It's the first day of 25 Days of Craftsmas. We do this every year. This is our third year. Hey from Texas, Miss McLean, and I am just so excited. I just can't hide it. So again, we're live on the DIY Craft This Network page. We're live on the Gucci Crafts page, and we're live on the Gucci Crafts Facebook page. Okay, so if you guys want to be able to see all of the crafts that we are going to be doing this 25 days, then you got to make sure that you're following the DIY Crafting Network page, because I have some other wonderful creators that are going to come on throughout the days. And they're going to be live on the DIY Crafting page. I'm going to share it to my Gucci Crafts page, but go to that DIY Crafting Network page. Okay, I'm live on there right now. I did, for those of you that do follow me on the Gucci Crafts page, I did drop the link on my Gucci Crafts page for you guys to be able to go and follow that DIY Crafting Network page. Hey, Miss Alexis. Miss Alexis is one of our creatives this season. So let me see. So this week's schedule, let me show y'all the schedule. Yes. So today is going to be me. We're going to be doing Christmas centerpieces. Tomorrow will be Miss Shakia Lavelle. Then we'll have Miss Alexis. She's going to do some embroidery for us. Miss Shakia Lavelle will come on Saturday. Sunday, we're going to have the snowman lights with the Unleashed Crafter. Yes. And then we're going to have a reading pillow with Miss Angeline on Monday. And on Tuesday, Miss Angeline is going to do Christmas tote bags for us. Again, make sure that you guys are following that DIY Crafting Network page so that you don't miss anything. You don't want to miss it. Okay. It is going to be live. I'm going to be dropping the schedules at the beginning of every week so that you guys know what's going to be coming up for the next craft or whatever, our next live. I'm so excited and I cannot contain myself. I want to show you guys our creators. I dropped this on the DIY Crafted page on my page as well. We have Miss Ratisha, we have Miss Funke that's going to come on, Miss Angeline, Miss Olivia, Shakia the Professor, yours truly, Gucci Crafts, Alexis, Miss Ebony, Miss Paula, and the DIY Crafting Queen. Okay, live from December the 1st to the 25th. There will be a live crafting tutorial every day, y'all. I can't contain myself. I'm super excited. Miss Shakia said, "That's me." I guess you can't say it's your first time on the live tonight, Miss Shakia. Hey, Miss Pat. So we got hey, Miss Sharon. We got Alexis that came in and said hey. Olivia came in and said hey. Miss Shakia with the That's Me. Yes, those are just a few of the young ladies that are going to be joining us for the DIY Crafting Network's Craftzmas, 25 Days of Crafts. I could not be more excited, you guys. This is my favorite time of the year. And I am so happy that you guys are allowing us to come into your homes, your living room, your car, wherever you're going to be watching us from to get these crafts in. As always, hello, Miss Benjamin. Make sure that you are sharing. Share the live. Sharing is caring. We have the Unleashed Crafter that came on in the room. Yes. And Miss Alexis with her pun. I love it. So excited. Yes, I am super, super excited. Again, this is our third year doing this, you guys, and we just love it. We got a good lineup of creatives this season, and I'm excited. So today, I got this table just full of stuff, y'all, that we are going to use to create a Christmas centerpiece. The majority of these products are from the Dollar Tree. So it's not something that you won't be able to make on your own. Hey, Miss Lee, good evening. Hello, Miss White, how are you? So if it's your first time ever catching me or watching me, my name is Gucci Crafts, and I'm from California, the Bay Area. Yes, and so I want to see where all of you guys are watching from. So let's do a quick roll call real quick. Rep your city and state. Let me see where we are at this evening. Also, if it is your first time watching me, feel free to follow me on all social platforms under the name Gucci Crafts. Yes. Thank you, Miss Clark, for going ahead and tagging Miss Vance. All right, we got Miss Smith in the house. That's in Fresno, California. Chi-Town's in the house. All right, Miss Clark, I see you. We got Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Boston's in the house. Y'all keep them coming, keep them coming. It's 42 of y'all on here. I want to see cities and states. Rep your city and state. Rep your city and state. All right, Florida's in the house. Kissing me, Florida. Blakely, Georgia. I gotta read the screen through the camera, y'all. Y'all should see my stuff in here. So excuse me if I lean forward a little bit. All right, West Virginia is in the house. That's what I'm talking about. So we are everywhere. Hey, Jesse. Let's see. I think this says Richmond. I think I just seen a Richmond, Virginia. Georgia. Warner Robins, Georgia, Dallas, Texas, Philadelphia, Michigan, Ohio. Let me tell y'all something. We are everywhere. Alabama's in the house. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right. So y'all can see I'm holding my little L. This is going to be a part of our centerpiece. So I'm going to break down some of the stuff that I have over here because it is a whole heck of a lot that I got going on over here. Some of these items we may incorporate in there, some we may not. I just got a whole bunch of stuff because I want to let my creative juices flow, show you guys how you can just come up with it in the moment. I have an idea of how I want this to be designed. Atlanta, Georgia's in the house. And so we're going to go from there with it. All right. So let's jump right into it, y'all. Make sure that you are sharing, share the live. All right. So just to show you guys some of the supplies we're going to be using tonight for the centerpiece. Okay. So I got these two little foam pieces. These, of course, come from the Dollar Tree. Let me adjust the camera a little bit there. There we go. These come from the Dollar Tree. This charger plate came from the Dollar Tree. I have some candles that I'm going to try to incorporate. These came from the Dollar Tree as well, but these little buggers are so hard to find. All right, Marilyn's in the house. Hey, Miss Princess. We have some ribbon. So this is going to be red truck theme. That is my theme for Christmas this year. Everything red truck and red buffalo check. And just the white and black buffalo check. Okay, we got buffalo ribbon. I'm just going to show y'all some of the stuff because I got a lot of stuff over here. Okay, and a lot of these items came from the Dollar Tree. I only have, I think, 2 things here. 4 things here that did not come from Dollar Tree. Okay. I have this sparkly red ribbon. I have my deco mesh that I've already put some of these together, but I am going to show you guys, and that's probably one of the first things I'm going to show you how to do, how I went ahead and did this. Super easy, super quick. Okay. We got these little Christmas ornaments. I got some more little red truck ornaments from Dollar Tree. I'm going to see if we can incorporate these icicle lights from the Dollar Tree onto it. Now, this big buffalo check I got from Walmart, but the Dollar Tree does have one, and this one came from the Dollar Tree. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to be using yet. I think the Walmart one may go a little bit better with the ribbon, but we're going to see. I may just throw this one in there. Who knows, right? What else? Oh, these cute little lights. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I went red truck crazy. Okay, so we got these. Hey, from California. We got these cute little red truck lights that came from Walmart. They were about like $5 and they're battery operated. So we're going to try to incorporate those. We have our little elf that came from Dollar Tree. I got some fake snow that I may flock the tree a little bit with because I have some spray adhesive here after everything is all done. Thinking about sprinkling some of that over. The main portions of our centerpiece are going to come from the Dollar Tree Christmas trees. Okay, so this is one of them that I already have opened up. I left one in the box so I can just show you guys what the box looks like. So this is the box for the Dollar Tree Christmas tree. Okay, it comes with a little stand and everything. All right, and we're going to be using really 3 of those because I took one and I just ripped the little leaves off of it. Okay, so I have 3 of those that we're going to use. I have a couple of sucker sticks that came from Michael's, but you can use dowels that you can find at Dollar Tree or popsicle sticks, whatever, for what I'm going to be using them for. It doesn't have to be anything special. I have some of these silver bulbs, and I have some red ones. These came from the 99-cent store, the 99-cent only store, and they were 99 cents. I couldn't find this particular style at the Dollar Tree because I wanted some of that glitter, and I couldn't find it there, so I grabbed them from the 99-cent store. We have our little pine cones, right? And this is all stuff that we're going to put onto this centerpiece. I have my little furry things there, my little glittery things, not furry. And then this is going to be one of the main attractions within our centerpiece. The Red Truck Merry Christmas. This came from the Dollar Tree as well. I have a few poinsettias that we may use also. So I'm throwing the Dollar Tree at our at our Christmas centerpiece. Okay. So it's gonna have ribbon, it's gonna have the bow, it's gonna have the bulbs and lights and a little bit of fake snow. So we're gonna do it all the way up. Okay. What I want to show you guys, because I did pre-make the deco mesh, and I seen the post the other day where this girl was super frustrated with her deco mesh. So I'm going to show you guys what I did to make my deco mesh look full instead of just taking one little ring. Okay. So this is from the Dollar Tree, and I have 2 of them. Okay. I have the black and white check buffalo check, I think is what they call it. Then I just have this red one that kind of has a shimmer to it. Okay. So what I did, so I measured out, this is about 6 inches. I had a little ruler, but this is about 6 inches. So I went ahead and measured out that. I'm going to take it. I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to roll this about 3 times. Then one more time. I want to make sure that my circles or my rows are even. All right, then I'm going to cut here at the top. And I'm going to cut here at the bottom. And now I have 3 rows. Now all I'm going to do is I have my little Chanel pipe cleaners. Okay, let's put that to the side. I'm going to take these and just roll it. Doesn't have to be rolled tight. Doesn't have to be rolled super neat. I'm just going to roll it up. You see I'm holding the other one in my hand so my roll doesn't come apart. And then I'm going to roll this one also. And I'm going to pinch them together. And I'm going to take my pipe cleaner. And I had the green pipe cleaners. You can use red if you want. I figured that the green would mush in well with the tree, so I wouldn't have to worry about it. Now that I've rolled them together, I'm just going to fluff them out. You can fluff them out even more when you get it onto whatever you're doing. This is a good trick also for when you're making a wreath. So if I twist these enough, then you can't even see my pipe cleaner. Okay, and you can always stick something down in the middle. But that is how I'm going to make my deco mesh fluff out for me so that I don't have to keep tying on one little piece of deco mesh at a time. Okay, so bundles of 3. Hey, Miss Thompson from New Jersey. Right, so that's how I got the deco mesh together. Okay, so now let us work on our base because this is going to be our foundation. Okay, so I have, let me get some of this off. I have my 2 little squares here. Okay, so what I'm going to do to make sure that these stay together is I'm going to take those little popsicle sticks and I'm going to stick one in here. And I'm going to stick up too high. Let me flip this one to the other side. Make sure that they're even. And I'm going to push it together. Now this becomes one unit for me. Okay. So that it stays together a little bit better. Hey, Miss Mitchell. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use some hot glue to give this a little bit of security here. I want this to go about right in the middle. Now I'm only doing a one-sided centerpiece. Simply because where I'm going to put this is going to be up against the wall, so I don't have to worry about anything being in the back of it. But if you're going to put it like in the middle of a table or something like that, you want to make sure that you decorate the back of it as well, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, give me some hot glue, and I'm using Gorilla Hot Glue. Let me see if my stick. Come on, baby, give me some juice. I like the Gorilla Hot Glue because it gives you a little bit extra time to work with. And I'm just just doing this to secure this a little bit more on the plate. And again, this charger plate came from the Dollar Tree. So it was $1. I'm going to go ahead and just press my foam mesh down. All right, so I'm going to let that harden up just a little bit. Let me get my other tree out of the box. So in this box, I'm going to put this to the side for a second while we're letting that hot glue set. We have the little bottom parts that come with the tree. We're going to put these to the side because we're actually going to use these to help secure our truck onto our foam centerpieces there. So we're going to put these off to the side. You get 4 of those in the pack. The bottom of the tree comes with this little thing that you can stick the stands in. We're going to go ahead and just take that off because we don't need it. Okay. Now for right now, I'm going to keep this tight. Not going to open it up yet. Now I'm going to do the same thing for my other one. And some of these things I'm going to have to move off the table to my little ancillary table here to get these on right. Give me a few seconds. I wanted to showcase all of my stuff here. I got to move some of it out the way. I'm going to keep this in tight as well. All right. That's on there good. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and take my hot glue. And I'm going to put a little hot glue towards the tip here. I don't really care about this ribbon here because I'm going to be pushing this tree in a good amount. Okay. And I'm going to be going a little upward in the tree, in the foam. Right up in there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue on my tip. This is to help it stay inside of the foam. And I'm going to push that through as far as it'll let me take it. Okay. So that's into my foam there. Look at that Gorilla Hot Glue. All right. Now I'm going to do the other side. Of course, we want to make sure that we get them as level as possible. As level as we possibly can. I need more glue in my glue gun. Hot glue is going to be our friend with this project. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Trying to make sure that I stay level. And I'm getting it in there as far as it'll let me take it. So right now, this is how my centerpiece should look. Bam. Okay. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do, because I know that I'm going to need to cover the front area here, is I'm going to go through and I'm going to be inserting. And I'm just showing you guys from this angle right now. I'm going to have to turn it back around to me, but I want to show you what it is I'm doing. So I'm going to be inserting the little pieces of tree into the foam. There's a little wire in there. And I'm going to bring it over. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to do that for the other side as well. And I'm just going to do a couple of them. I just want to show you guys what it is that I'm doing. And this is so that I have some coverage towards my front. And sometimes you got to move back the little green frails that are on there to make sure that you're sticking the wire down in there. All right, I'm gonna do two more, most likely. One for each side. And if you want, you can add hot glue to these as well. When I was playing around with it, I found that if I could actually stick the greenery into the foam, that is good. Oh, this one folded up on me. I'm like, where's my wire? See why it's not sticking. There we go. In there somewhere. And again, guys, make sure that you're following that DIY Crafted Network page so you can see all of our crafts this season. I'm going to fluff that out just a little bit. And I'm also going to do one in the front here. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm covering up my foam so that you're not able to see my foam. But even if, I mean, some of the foam, in some cases, depending on how you decorate it, it wouldn't be a bad thing for the foam to be shown because it kind of looks like snow. So you could work it that way as well. And this is the pieces of one of the Christmas tree that I just ripped off of the little spool that it was on. And if I have to go in and add more greenery, once we get to the part where I'm adding my bow, then I can do that. But this is how the front should look so far. Hey, Miss Sonia, right? So we got the little branches here at the top. Then we have one here at the bottom. And I may end up having to add another one across. That's okay, because I got tons of them that I ripped off of the other tree. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start fluffing out our branches because our hot glue should have set already. One of our little branches came off there. We can wrap it back around or hot glue it back on there just so that I get that full effect. And I'm going to kind of pull these towards the front more for my design, simply because I'm not doing anything to the back because the back is going to be flush against a wall. Okay, so I don't have to worry about the back. And if you'll notice, that's why I put my tree so high also on the foam so that my branches are not like scraping the bottom and I have room to push them up. And we're going to make the tree look full with our ornaments and our deco mesh and everything like that. We want to make sure that we pull all of the branches upward here. Just like, you know, if you have the artificial tree, you want to fluff out the artificial tree. And I see a spot right here where I can stick this back. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on the tip of it. I'm going to go ahead and just stick it back on there. Hold it for a second there. With this Gorilla Glue, because it does give you extra time to work with it, sometimes you do have to hold on to things for a little second to make sure that it sets. All right, so we're going to give that some time to sit there. And now we're going to fluff this one out. And again, I'm moving everything on mine just forward simply because I'm not going to be doing the back. If I was going to be doing it double-sided, I would just fluff it out around like I would a normal tree. But I want everything to kind of be facing forward and look full forward. So you just take the little branches and fluff them, pull them up. Spread them out some because we're going to be adding in some ribbon and the ornaments and different things like that. And then if we need to make our tree look a little fuller with the green, remember we have that extra one that we just ripped apart and we can just glue. Trying to get it pretty evenly fluffed on both sides. So towards the front right now, that's how we're looking. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here on the side here, putting in that tree. I kind of loosened it up a little bit. So I'm just adding some more hot glue to my back here, just to make sure that my foam stays secure and that it doesn't go anywhere. All right. All right. Now what I'm going to do is and this is the front, I'm going to start adding in some of my deco mesh. And that's going to be super simple to do. Hey, Ratisha Hun, welcome. I'm just going to go in and I can either tie this deco mesh to the branches or I can get it tied to the actual rod that the tree branches are housed on. Now when I just tie to the rod, and I'm just going to go in and place it where I see fit and fluff it out. And I'm just using the pipe cleaner to tie this around. And the front of this is facing you guys. So I got to make sure that I fluff towards the front. All right, let me add a few over here. And this is like so versatile. You could do whatever you want with it. You can do any color scheme. You can do any theme. We're just going to make sure that we get that secure and fluff. And I'm going to the bar. I'm going right onto the bar. And I'm just going to try to make sure that I'm evenly decorated. And again, I'm using the pipe cleaners to secure the deco mesh on. Just taking it, wrapping it around the bar and twisting. You can also wrap around the leaves or use the leaves to twist. And I think at the end here, I'll do another red. It's already starting to look festive. Thank you so much, Olivia, for posting the page that they need to be following to see all of our creatives in action. All right, so now let's get to this side. This side is going to end with the check deco mesh. I got to remember that the front is facing y'all. So I don't fluff back here towards me like this is the front. If I was doing it just with me, I would be, the front would be facing me. But I want you guys to be able to see as I put these things on what it is starting to look like. And this one needs a little bit of a longer piece of the pipe cleaner. So I'm just adding on a little longer piece of pipe cleaner here. Give me a little bit more leverage. All right, so we have our deco mesh in there. Already is looking festive just with our deco mesh. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in and we're gonna add a couple of bulbs, and then we will go in with our ribbon. So I'm gonna open up my bulbs here. Guys, make sure that you're sharing, share the live. Sharing is caring. Don't keep us all to yourself. All right, what I want to do is I'm just going to go in and place the bulbs. I can even do some bulbs on the branches. I mean, you could use the branches to fold over on the bulbs like that if you wanted to, right? But I'm going to go in and I'm just going to hot glue. I'm going to hot glue some bulbs to a couple of branches. I'm going to hot glue some bulbs like in the center of my deco mesh. We just going to go bulb crazy, okay? So hot glue, of course, is going to be our friend. Hot glue, hot glue, hot glue, baby. This one's going to go down here in the middle. Of our deco mesh there. I'm going to put the silver one here. Ooh, that hot glue hot. What I did for that one is just kind of wrap the very tip of the branch around it. Get that extra hot glue off my little tree right there. All right, so we see we got that one going there. We got our little sparkle in there. I'm going to go ahead and do another one in there. Hot glue is your friend on this project. Be careful though, because it is hot. And I kind of pulled this off of how I have it wrapped. Let me rewrap this. Rewrap my pipe cleaner here. So that gets secure. All right, then we're going to do a silver one in the front of here. Let's put us another glue stick all up in there. Okay, go through. We need a red one. I'll do a red one here. Have fun with it, you guys. Put as many bulbs as you want, as little bulbs as you want. Do you, boo-boo, and make it fun. This is also a fun craft to do with the kiddos as well. You just have to do the hot glue and you can ask them, you know, where do you want me to put this one or that one? You can see our little bulb there at the end. I'm going to turn it around to me just for a second, you guys, so I can see how my color scheme's coming along here. Okay, I'm going to add maybe another silver here. Okay. I love this. Christmas is my absolute favorite time of the year. And that's why I started this 3 years ago. Like I said, you guys, this is our third year because I just think we should bring joy around Christmas time. And you're going to get all these tutorials are free. You can show us your appreciation with your digital love, and how you show us digital love is simply by sharing. Share the live. Just the click of the button. That's the only thing we ask in return of you to share. And if you like what we're doing, give us a follow. So I'm just going through y'all and I'm just placing bulbs. I'm just placing bulbs where I see fit for right now. And I may even add more in a little later. I thought I was going to be able to do it with facing y'all, but I got to see how it's all coming out and where I feel like I should stick a bulb. So I got to be able to see. All right. And I'm just gluing and I'm turning the branch over a little bit at the top on the bulb. And I think I'm going to put another red one back there in the back, and then we can move to the other side for a second. Make sure we're showing our other side some love, and I'll turn this around so you guys can see. About right there. So as I hot glue, I'm just taking the branch and kind of folding it down around the top of the ornament. If you have the extra hot glue strands, you can take a lighter very carefully and just melt those, or your heating gun, and just melt those. They'll start to shrink up and melt. Okay. So let's look at what we got so far. So this is one side that has our bulbs and our deco mesh all together. Okay. And now we're going to add bulbs to the other side. And we want to try to give as much love as we gave one side to the other side to make it look full. Hot glue, hot glue, hot glue. It's hot glue season. Make sure that you guys share the live. And also, if it's your first time watching me and you're enjoying what you see, please give me a follow. Gucci Crafts on Facebook, Gucci Crafts on YouTube, Gucci Crafts on Snapchat, Gucci Crafts on Instagram. You can follow me anywhere. If you're liking the live so far, can I get some hearts? Can you drop some hearts? Also, if you are watching on my YouTube channel, YouTube does allow you to give out what they call stickers. You're never obligated to, but the option is there. And also on Facebook, you can give out stars. But if you're liking what you see, I want you guys to drop some hearts. Drop some hearts in the comments, please. And again, right now, I'm just going through. If you're just tuning in, I'm going through and I'm adding in my bulbs that are going to adorn my centerpiece. And I'm just adding some into the center of my deco mesh flowers that I made. I'm going to add some onto the branches. This is just giving life to the centerpiece. By adding in these little tidbits here and there. Ooh, I touched it, y'all. I touched the hot glue. All right, let me get another little stick. I need to get some longer of these Gorilla Glue sticks because I'm running out. Let me see. Let's do another sparkly red. I'm trying to give it the same energy I gave the other side so they don't look mismatch. We still have ribbons and lights that we're going to add as well. So the part is not over. I'm going to add a red here and a silver there. Okay. And almost everything that I'm using tonight came from Dollar Tree. I only have a couple of items that did not come from the Dollar Tree. Everything else is Dollar Tree. All right, and I think this is going to close me out for the ornaments just for right now, because once I get the ribbon on, I can always come back in and dab some more ornaments on if I like. So far, this is what we're looking like. Festive. We festive already. Yes, we are. We're going to let that hot glue, give that hot glue just a few seconds to set in some places. Again, with the Gorilla Glue, you do need, it gives you 45 seconds to work with the glue, which is beautiful because you don't have to really rush yourself when you're going through. Oh, I have two more ornaments that I want to add in, the buffalo check. So let me figure out, let me turn it around to me real fast, real quick, real fast. And just figure out where I might want to add those. Let me see. That's just a tester. One of them fell. Okay, there it goes. And for these buffalo check ones, I took the top off. Okay, so I figured out where I'm going to add those at. So I'm going to just glue around the bottom of it and on the opening of it. And I'm just going to stick it right onto the branch. I'm trying to police my hot glue as I go, but as I said, you can always use your lighter or your heating gun to get rid of the little extra strands that you see so it doesn't look a mess of hot glue. And I'm just going to hold that bulb down in there. Okay. So that's why I decided to put the buffalo check bulbs. It's coming together. Yeah, yeah. All right, so we're going to sit this to the side just for a second. And then we're going to prepare our ribbon, okay? Because we're going to run some ribbon through it. So I have 3 types of ribbon. I think that I'm only going to be using 2 of them. We have a bow from the Dollar Tree that I'm going to use on the front here. But I want to add some of my red truck ribbon to it. And this is wire ribbon, came from the Dollar Tree. And so I'm going to see how I can incorporate it. So I'm gonna see if I make a smaller loop, how that looks versus having it like that. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is put this at a third loop there. All right, so I'm gonna cut this here. And again, hot glue is our friend. I'm gonna hot glue this wire ribbon, the loop here to the back. And there's a little cavity inside the ribbon here. I'm gonna hot glue the end of this loop to the inside of that. The hot glue is hot. Let me use this stick, baby. So I'm burn myself. And my silly self put it upside down. Okay. We got to undo that. That's the beauty of that Gorilla Glue, though. It gives you that time because it's not even all the way set yet. I got to flip it. So that the truck, pay attention to that with your pattern ribbon. I got to flip it so that the truck side is actually viewable from the other end. Because my truck was upside down. So we're going to take it and re-glue it in there, which is all right. All right, we got that down. I'm going to take it. The back glue here. Doesn't matter where I glue it on the back, as long as it's not showing through on the other side. Because this ribbon is going to be flush to our centerpiece, so nobody's going to see our back. So who's going to know? But how would they know? Y'all know that little video, that little TikTok video? But how would they know? They're not. All right, so see how we incorporated our ribbon there? And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. But make sure that my ribbon is facing right. Let me turn this towards me. All right. And this is going to be the front of our centerpiece. The bow will be on the front of it, should I say? That's a little too much. We don't need that. I'm going to ball it up just a little bit because I don't want any of it to be showing. And I'm using this stick to push down so that I do not burn myself. This glue is hot. And the beautiful thing about wire ribbon is you can kind of maneuver it to do what you want it to do. Okay, so we just added in our own little flair to this bow. And then we're going to go ahead and add us some extra here at the bottom. Add some tails for this bow as well. So I'm going to see how long I need my tails to be. I'll be tucking the tails under also. All right, so that is good. I'm going to cut a little bit beyond it. All right, let me measure out my other piece. And we're just fixing up this little Dollar Tree bow to make it match our agenda, our theme. Bring it on in. And then we're going to cut some of the ribbon to weave within our actual centerpiece to add some more flair as well. We want to try to get our ribbon as even as possible with the other side. I will be giving each side a little dovetail, so I cut a little longer than what I need it to be. So we're going to take this end of it, hot glue it, and we're going to hide this end under the top. So we're tucking it. All right, got me another glue stick here. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side, just so that I can tuck it. And then we will give ourselves a little dovetail. And this bow, I mean, you could use the bow. It would be just fine if you just did the bow by itself. You don't have to add the extra ribbon. I'm just being extraordinary. Okay, so we see our ribbon. I'm gonna add a little hot glue here to keep this down because it keeps wanting to push up. Let me hold that there for a second. There we go. So our glue set. All right, so to dovetail our ribbon, we're just gonna fold it over in half like that. And then we're gonna cut at an angle. And when you do that, you get what they call the dovetail. All right, so that little triangle part there. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna try to cut at about the same spot. Oh, I did a reverse dovetail because it was the other way. All right, we got to fix it on this side now. Or, you know what? I'll just do it. I'll do it the right way on this side. And we'll make the other side shorter. No, I'm still okay. That's okay. This all right. This okay. We just do this all like they do. No, it still wants to. Okay, let me see something now, y'all. I got to see why it's not giving me the point, and I wanted to give me the dovetail. And I know I'm cutting at the right angle. Dang it. Okay, maybe it's this way. I got to cut from the other way, I think. Yep. Let me see how even those are. This one is a little bit wider. We're gonna fix it. All right. I think it might be okay for now. I'll leave it alone for now. I'll come back and twerk with it a little later to make they're about the same size, but they're not, the width is not the same. So I'll come back and play with it later and make the width the same. But that is our twerked ribbon. Okay. That we fixed. Yeah, I was in the wrong direction. I figured it out. Had to be on the open side. I'm like, why it ain't work for this side? I just did it for the other side. All right, so we're gonna move this over. And then we're gonna get our ribbon together that we're gonna weave through. I hate how Dollar Tree wrapped this, y'all. They didn't care when they wrapped this on the spool. They have it bent. So I'm gonna go through and just straighten it out a bit. All right, we're at the end of our spool on this one. All right, so we got this one straightened out here. All right, and then we're gonna get about just as much of the other one. And I love this sparkly. Oh, it's so sparkly. So sparkly. All right, I may end up cutting this in half again to run it over both sides, but we're gonna see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically take the ends and just twist them together and use one of my little pipe cleaners to get the end of this together. Okay, and we're gonna kind of weave it through the basket, weave it through the centerpiece like this, over and under, over and under, over and under. Okay, let's bring our centerpiece back. This is the front of our centerpiece so far, y'all. I am loving this. Make sure that you give me a follow, give me a like, give me a share, show me some digital love. So I'm going to take my ribbon. Now I'm going to get it down in here and I'm just going to twist one of these branches over on it, right? So I just twisted a branch over on it. We've let our hot glue really set and do what it's going to do. And I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm just going to go in between the leaves, in between the little stalks of the tree. In between my ornaments. This is why you want to let your hot glue kind of set. And I'm just weaving in between. And tucking. Let me put this. I'll do this like this. And then I will go through and kind of fluff it up. So what I want to do is when I'm tucking, I want to fold in because I want to make a loop. I want these to loop. Okay, so I can take one of the tree branches and secure it down over that loop. Because what I want to do is create a loop like that. Okay. And I may not need that much of this because we did a good job with that deco mesh. When I'm looping, I want to make sure that I'm not covering up too much of what I already have decorated. But that my ribbon does shine through. And I'm going to pull this through the back and see if I could just effortlessly take it over to the other side. There's my ribbon looped in the front, and I can fluff. The sequence is not giving me too much fluff, but the red truck fluffs very well. I want to make sure that you're able to see both ribbons. And I'm actually just going to cut it here once I looped it to the back. And I will go ahead and hot glue this down to the foam so that it doesn't move. And I'm going to swirl my other ends of my ribbon here like I did on that side. Let me steal one of these pipe cleaners from here. I'm also going to make a matching little wreath to go with this. So that's why I have so many of those deco meshes made. Just get it made, get it out the way. All right. We won't be doing that wreath tonight though, y'all. I may get on my YouTube and do the wreath that matches. So I'm just gluing my ribbon down to my foam here in the back. So that it stays. Get my stick so I can hold it. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. All right, so let's get this ribbon lined up. And I think for this side, what I want to do is I'm going to have the red bee on top. Instead of the truck will be in the back. Let me just take this and secure it here. And I'm just using my little pipe cleaner to secure that there. And I'm digging in just like I did on the other side to kind of make a loop. And then I can fluff out my ribbon. go in. I'm going to push this down with one of the branches. Again, that's why this step. When you're adding your ribbon, make sure that your hot glue has set so that you don't destroy any of your beautiful work. And on the other side, I only did 2 loops, so I'm going to give this one 2 loops as well. All right. And I can go ahead and cut this in. And it is wire ribbon, so this side I'm going to take it and I'm going to wrap one of the branches around to keep it tucked. This is how we're looking so far. Very, very decorative. Hey, Miss Kathy from Harlem. How you doing? Make sure that you guys are sharing. Share the live. Share, share, share. All right. So now that we have that together, y'all, we can go ahead and I think we're going to just go ahead and put our big centerpiece up here at the top. I did have a couple of red trucks that I was thinking about adding. So let me take a look here and see where I could sprinkle those through. So we just red trucking it out, honey. Let me see. And I'm just using the wire from these that are already attached to these to attach these to the wreath. Make sure that you guys are sharing. Share, share, share. Drop a heart if you are still here with me. We are live from the DIY crafting page, the Gucci Crafts Facebook page, and the Gucci Crafts YouTube channel. This is DIY Crafting Network presents 25 days of Craftzmas. So you are tuned into the first day of Craftzmas right now. 25 days of free tutorials on Christmas crafts, various crafts. We are going into, we have somebody doing soaps this year. We have a holiday meal that's going to be done. This week's lineup is absolutely ridiculous. So make sure that you guys are tuning in. I'm going to pop the schedule up again in a little while. I'm just adding my red trucks in here. And again, you don't have to do this theme. You can use anything that you like, any color scheme. Get creative as you want or be as simple as you want with it because this is just that kind of craft. And almost everything that I have on here came from the Dollar Tree. At this point, the only thing that didn't come from the Dollar Tree are the little bitty ornaments that you see. But guess what? Those came from the 99-cent store. So they were still $1. They were 99-cent at the 99-cent store. So I am making this wreath. I would say for about maybe $12 with all the stuff that I have. So we added in our little red trucks. I'm in love. Yes. All right. Now for the centerpiece. We're going to add on the centerpiece and then we'll pop in a couple of other things. And then this, my loves, will be done. I do have those lights that I want to get added on here, the little red truck lights. I think I may wrap those around the actual tree that's on our centerpiece, but we're going to see. I need to actually put the batteries in these lights real quick, real fast. Oh, hold on. I don't have the batteries. Let me grab the batteries. batteries back like she asked? I thought Minnie had got me, y'all, but I got them. And these little lights came from Walmart. And they were about $5. Now this ain't smarter than me. I gotta figure out how to go back on here. Okay. So these will be our little lights that are gonna go on. Let's go ahead and get our centerpiece on there. Okay. So you guys remember that I told you that these little feet that come with the Christmas trees. So you'll get 4 of these in each boxes, and we're using 3 of the Dollar Tree Christmas trees. I said we're going to utilize these later. This is what's going to help us prop up our centerpiece. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. Let me just see where I'm going to set it. We're going to nestle this down on in here. All right, and because of the foam, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press this down into the foam. All right, so I got one wheel on down in there. Let me go back just a little bit so that has some room there. All right, and I'm going to stick these right behind it because that is going to help prop it up. And these are the feet from our Christmas tree. And you get 4 of them. So if you need a little extra support, you do have 4. Right? And that's going to make sure, and I'm using just 3, that's going to make sure that our Christmas tree, that our truck stays up as our centerpiece. That's going to be our centerpiece right there. It is down into the foam. Now we can take this, and what you can do is go ahead and hot glue the truck itself to the little plastic pieces that came from the Christmas tree for extra security there and to make sure that your truck won't move. So I'm just gluing these plastic pieces that you just saw me stick in the back to the actual truck, and they're down in the foam. Because this is Gorilla Glue and it gives you that extra time, you will have to hold these for a bit until it sets. You get like about an extra 45 seconds, I believe that the box says, to work with these. To work with the Gorilla Hot Glue. And I'm just getting the glue up in there, making sure it was secure. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Oh, one of my little pieces popped up there. That's all right, though. What I'm going to do is just get a little bit of hot glue here. Hot glue is your friend on this project. And I'm going to just hot glue it down. Get my little stick so I can press it down to make sure that it stays. I ruffled a little feathers, getting my truck in there. So I'm going to rearrange some of my things here. All right, and then we have our bow. So our bow is what we're going to use to cover up the front part there. Let's flip it. I'm going to show you guys. So that's how our bow is going to sit. Okay. So I'm going to flip it back around to me just so I can make sure that my bow gets on there level. And I'm going to be hot gluing this. And I want to make sure that my bow is covering up that white portion there in the middle. And I'm going to put a generous amount of hot glue on this bow. Very, very generous amount of hot glue. So I know that my bow is going to stick. Ooh. Let me hold on to my bow here for a second so that it can set. We put a lot of hot glue. Okay, that looks like it's gonna set. I'm just testing something out with my candles. Remember I said I may or may not add the candles to the centerpiece. And I don't think that I may not have enough room for my candles. But there's another idea I also had for the candles. Okay, we may do it like that. So we'll see. All right, so let me show you guys. So that is our bow. With our wire, we can fluff it out. Uh-oh. We ain't set all the way. Let me turn it back around and hold it a little bit longer till my hot glue sets. Okay. While that's setting, I'm going to see how these lights look on the front. We'll add in a couple of the little pine cones to give it that like farmyard feel. Just to the front under the truck. Now I'm going to see if I could possibly get some of these lights around our tree. No, that may not work out that way. We can have one little light on the tree. But I have to have one side look the same as the other. And we can take this and set it right back here. And we'll have one little truck light on the tree. Our pine cones we're going to add in. And I'm just going to cut those directly off the stem. Leave a little bit of the stem. And we'll take a couple of these little red, little poppy things as well. Cutting those directly off the stem. It failed. Let's see if I can get the one. And I should not be using these really expensive scissors right here to cut this wire. I should be using the other scissors. Maybe just a little. This doesn't need a whole bunch. Maybe just a little piece of it next to the pine cone. And we're going to have to hot glue these or they will definitely come off. We're almost done, y'all. I'm putting it on extra. I'm putting like a bunch of extra stuff on here. But I think that it came out really cute. And let me see if we're going to add Sally here to the front. Thank you, big boy. Big boy just bought some stickers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I think I'm going to let y'all decide on old girl here if we're going to add her to the top here. But let me turn it around and let you see it without her. There we are, darlings. And we can take our ribbon. We can flip it down if we want. It was curled up because I was in front of it. Oh, we're auto-focusing. Hold on, it's focusing. There we are. And let's see if I hit the lights. Let me hit the light over here so we can see it light up. Oh, and this one back here. Where's my little boom boom? Okay. Boom boom bit. That is our centerpiece. Dollar Tree centerpiece, baby. Only a couple of these items did not come from the Dollar Tree. That would be the lights and the bulbs that you see. Everything else came from the Dollar Tree. I'm in love. Now, what y'all think? Should we put Sally over here on the end of the truck? We'll figure out something to do with the legs. Or should we leave Sally off? I'm going to let y'all decide if Sally gets to stay. And I would just like maybe hot glue her hand right here on the tree. All right, I got one vote to say leave it how it is. No Sally. That's 2 votes for no Sally. Give y'all a couple more minutes to vote. I got 2 that say no Sally. Off. Okay, 3. All right, Sally is off. All right, now a little bit extra that we could do is add in a little bit of fake snow. This is from the Dollar Tree as well. And just sprinkle that along. Not going to put too much into the tree. But to make it stick a little bit more, I'm going to do a little spray adhesive just on the pine cones here. Just as a little extra finishing touch. And I'm going to do a little bit in the grass that's right above the bow. Oh, I am in love with that, you guys. I am simply in love with it. And I was thinking about adding the candles to it, but I think that the light set it off just perfectly. Yes. If you like it, drop some hearts. If you like it, drop some hearts. Let me know in the comments if you are going to try this centerpiece. You don't have to put all the stuff that I put on the centerpiece on yours. You definitely don't. You can put other things. You can do another theme. This year my theme is the Red Truck Christmas. So that is what we are going with, the Red Truck Christmas. Again, you guys, these are Dollar Tree products. The only thing on here that did not come from the Dollar Tree is the truck lights, which I was just extra when I added those, because you can get just the Dollar Tree, regular Dollar Tree little lights that are battery operated for $1. You can just throw the lights, in between there. But those didn't come from the Dollar Tree. And the little bitty bulbs you see here, these came from the 99-cent only store. But Dollar Tree has the little bitty bulbs. I couldn't find any at my Dollar Tree that had the glitter in them. And I wanted to do the glitter. Even these plaid check bulbs came from the Dollar Tree. The ribbon, both ribbons came from the Dollar Tree. The little bitty truck elements that we see in there, those came from the Dollar Tree, y'all. This is the deco mesh was also from the Dollar Tree. Even the pipe cleaners that I use to twist my deco mesh, and I showed you guys at the beginning of the live how I did that, came from Dollar Tree. Look at what you can do. Look at what we can do. And in dollar items, we can add up. Let me see. The deck, we had 2 deco meshes. We had 3 trees, right? So that's already $5. Then these, that was another $1. That's $6. This one, $7, $8, $9, $10. So for about $15 all together, you can make this for about $15. They sell things like this in the store, y'all. And this came from Dollar Tree. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. And I love the lights. Let me dim one of the lights a little bit over here to show off those lights a little bit better. Absolutely love the lights. Yes, if I was going to sell this, it would definitely be 45 or higher. It takes time. because not only are I got a roll of deco mesh, I had to cut, I have my hot glue. And then you have to pay yourself for your crafting. Don't just think because, oh, I got these items from the Dollar Tree. Okay, I spent $15, I'm gonna charge $30. No, this takes a little bit of work. You gotta put a little bit of creativity into it. And of course, really, if I was doing this for somebody else, it would be more than $45 or $50 because I would have to do the other side as well. Remember that I'm sitting this flush against my wall, so the back is not done, right? And so if you were going to sell this to someone, I would suggest that you did the back. Now, you don't have to make the back as glamorous as the front, but I would get another one of these signs. Go ahead and put the truck here, and then I would just do another bow in the back, just like this one, to cover up the back. I'm not going to do anything to the back simply because this is going flush against the wall for me. So this is going against the wall. Nobody's ever going to see the back, so I don't have to worry about it. But it's amazing what you can do. This is a charger plate, our phone, our Dollar Tree Christmas trees, and we're together. Oh, it's Dollar Tree. She said it's Dollar Tree now. It's French and bougie now. I'm telling you, I'm absolutely in love with this. I hope you guys really enjoy making this craft with me. Like I said, you can design it in any way that you want. You can use any theme or color scheme that you want. The Dollar Tree has a ton of items this year for Christmas. I was like, they were not playing for Christmas. They even have Black Santa Claus. I have a video that I was supposed to upload to show you guys my Dollar Tree haul. It's on YouTube, but for some reason it still says processing. So I'm gonna have to delete it and re-upload it to show you guys all the things that I bought this season from the Dollar Tree in reference to like red truck. So my house is gonna look like a red truck through up in here, y'all. And every time that I come on to do crafts on 25 days of Craftzmas, I'm going to be using something that's got to do with the red truck, because that is what our house is going to look like this season. Red truck, red buffalo check, and then the black and white buffalo check. Now, I want you guys to make sure that you are following the DIY Crafting Network so that tomorrow when Miss Shakia comes on, you will be able to see the craft that she is going to do for you guys. I just can't believe how good this looks, y'all. This is so cute. All right, so I'm going to move this over to the side here because I want to be able to work the computer. So I'm going to switch my camera here. There I is. Okay. The other camera definitely has better lighting. So this is our lineup for the week tonight with Centerpieces, with Gucci Crafts, Dollar Tree items. Tomorrow's going to be holiday crafting with Miss Shakia. Friday, Miss Alexis is coming on to do some embroidery for us with some Christmas applique project. Then Miss Shakia is going to come back on Saturday, do some Christmas crafting with us. The Unleashed Crafter is going to be on Sunday doing the snowman light. Miss Angeline's going to come on Monday and do a reading pillow for us. And then she's going to come back on Tuesday and do Christmas tote bags. That is week 1, you guys. That is this first week. I will be dropping the schedule for next week on Tuesday of next week. So Tuesday night, the schedule for next week's drops is going to drop on the DIY crafting page so that you guys can see what is coming up next for the week after that. These are the beautiful young ladies that are joining me this year for 25 days of Craftzmas. We have Miss Ratisha, we have Miss Funke, we have Miss Angeline, Miss Olivia, Shakia, the professor, yours truly, Gucci Crafts, Miss Alexis, Miss Ebony, Miss Paula, and the DIY Crafty Queen, y'all. We are all super excited for 25 days of Craftzmas. Y'all, Christmas is my favorite holiday. And I love sharing all the holiday things that, we make. And I'm just excited. I'm super, super excited. I want you guys to be able to tune in. So please make sure that you follow the DIY Crafting Network page. Make sure that you are following me, Gucci Crafts, on Facebook, on YouTube, Pinterest, Snapchat, Clubhouse. I need to get back on Clubhouse. I haven't been on there in a while. Also, if you need any sublimation supplies, or any crafting supplies, make sure you check out iteachcrafts.com. That is my website, my store that I run. I also have some classes on there. Currently, I have a custom wrapping paper class that is on there. We did the live class a couple of weeks ago, but the playback is there. It's all broken down into chapters for you. It's over 6 hours of tutorials on there. You get to learn how to design in 3 different programs. You get over 23 free files with that class, and it's iteachcrafts.com. It's our custom wrapping paper class. Let me see. Okay. Okay, Miss Shakia just let us know that tomorrow she will be doing some print and cuts. She's making toppers for the pencils to put on treat bags for little MJ's class tomorrow. So that is going to be fun and exciting. Saturday will be all sublimation Dollar Tree and also full bleed stocking. So Miss Shakia is going to bless us tomorrow and on Saturday. I am super excited, you guys. Make sure that you follow us. And also, when the ladies come on, you guys, we're not asking for money or anything like that while we're doing these tutorials. Everything is free. But if you like what you see and you do learn something from us, your digital currency is worth its weight in gold to us. Follow us, like, share. That is how you give us your digital currency, okay? Even commenting on the live, just engagement, period. That's digital currency to us, and that really helps us, okay? So I appreciate you guys. Before I get off, just a quick Q&A. Does anybody have any questions about what I did tonight? Any questions at all? I know I got a little bit of a lag, so I'm going to give y'all a little bit of time. Let me see, Miss Shakia, what time are you coming on tomorrow? Miss Pat wants to know what time, Miss Shakia. Thank you so much, Miss Cindy. I don't know if Shakia hopped off or not. I'm going to say I believe it may be 6:30 her time, 7 p.m. EST. Okay, so 7 p.m. EST for Miss Shakia tomorrow, which would mean 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time and 6 o'clock CST. You're welcome. Thank you so much. And again, if you just tuned in, this is what we made tonight. Our centerpiece. I can show it a little better with the other camera. Let me switch over to the other camera just so we get one last look at it. Ooh, look, I bumped into it, y'all. This time, this Gorilla Glue ain't playing. I bumped into it and did nothing move. So this was our centerpiece. And I'll take some pictures of where I'm going to put it. It's going to go right on my sofa table under the TV because we don't use it for behind the sofa. We use it under the TV. But I'm just, oh my God, this is just so cute. I'm in love, y'all. All right, so that's one last look at our craft for tonight. Thank you guys so much. Oh, I don't know. What is mountain time? I think mountain time. Well, mountain time is only an hour after California. We sure do forget mountain time. So it's gonna be 5 p.m. PST. No, 4 p.m. PST, 5 p.m. MST, 6 p.m. CST, and 7 p.m. EST. I got it. I got them all in there. I think I got them all in there. Oh, it looks so good, y'all. I'm so excited about this. I am so super excited about this. Okay. All right. So until tomorrow, when Miss Shakia is on, I want you guys to take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching our first day of 25 days of Craftzmas. Have a great night, you guys, and we will see you tomorrow.